Now I will tell you about 3 things that will radically change your life. You need to stop using these things immediately. Here I will not reveal a great secret. I'm sure that you have heard this dozens or even hundreds of times. So why am I even talking about this? Because every idea, every thought must be formed for a long time. You see the same thing over and over again in a dream. The brain processes this information, and after a while, you accept this idea. So I just have to repeat these things again. Alcohol, the most terrible poison and drug that slowly takes away your health, mind, and will. You literally become a slave. You are easy to manipulate, which is why governments benefit from the legalization of alcohol. A huge number of people die because of alcohol, become criminals. When I ask, why do you drink? Most tell me to loosen up and feel more confident. I will say that it is necessary not to drink, but to develop self-confidence. Read books, go in for sports, learn new things, train your will and stamina, and then you will become self-confident. If you drink, then you need to stop it immediately. I know that you know it's bad, and you still keep drinking. Stop watching developmental content. It's time to act. If you do not do this, then there is no point in studying further, since you still will not put it into practice. I set a condition for you. If you do not stop drinking, I forbid you to continue watching the video. I remind you that my goal is not to please the audience, but to make people's lives better. I could tell you all sorts of nice things, like you're special and the only one, but it's all nonsense. If you don't drink, then you are truly special. If we remove people who do not drink due to circumstances beyond their control, for example, countries where alcohol is prohibited, and let's take only those who do not drink because of inner convictions, then there are less than 5% of such people. Do you want to be in the 5% of the elite? If yes, then you know what to do. Cigarettes. Everything here is the same as in the previous paragraph, but cigarettes, unlike alcohol, do not take away consciousness, so they are not as dangerous as alcohol, but you still need to refuse them. I understand that it's hard to give up everything at once. Deal with alcohol first, and then start fighting smoking. Do not deceive yourself. It means any kind of smoking. Cigarettes, hookah, electronic cigarettes. You were forced to smoke with the help of the tough guys who do it in the movies. They got into your head and ordered you to do it. Don't you mind this yourself? And you repeated it in the hope that you yourself will become cool. I want to upset you. You became a copy, mediocrity. Those who have read Lao Tzu know that a copy can never even come close to the original, because it is only a miserable copy. Ask any man if he is willing to pay to be slowly killed. Any sane person would say that this is nonsense. And when you point him to cigarettes, he says, "No, this is different. Enough tolerating this." Do you think slavery was abolished long ago? No. You are a slave to smoking, a slave to cigarettes. Quitting smoking is worth at least in order to get rid of slavery. Let's do it. Drugs. Everything that was said in the previous 2 paragraphs also applies to drugs. Any drugs. Marijuana is also a drug. What you said. Is it a medicinal herb? I want to beat the shit out of you. Forget it's a medicinal herb. It's a fucking drug that's killing you. I know your little hands are reaching out to write a comment about studies that marijuana is harmless. I want to upset you. All these studies are fake. You have been deceived. Drugs kill 10 times faster than cigarettes and alcohol combined. You urgently need to stop using them. I have never drank, smoked, or used any type of drug in my life. And when I say never, it means never at all. I feel as good as possible. I have never had depression, nervous breakdowns, and everything that is now fashionable to treat with pills. I'm not saying that I don't have a bad mood. It happens to everyone. It's an absolute norm. But we'll talk about that in another video. My goal is to change the world for the better. And if at least one person changes, my goal will be fulfilled. Subscribe to the channel to receive valuable information in the future.